Beneath the boundless African sky, a golden sea of grass unfurls to the horizon, shimmering beneath the last rays of the setting sun. The savanna breathes, alive with possibility and ancient rhythms. Scattered across this vastness, acacia trees rise like silent guardians, their silhouettes etched against the sky, offering shade and shelter to countless creatures. The land pulses with life. Herds of antelope and zebra drift across the plains, while beneath their hooves insects scuttle and leap, each playing a part in the grand design. Here, every creature, from the tiniest beetle to the towering elephant, is woven into a tapestry of interdependence. Their lives intersect in countless ways, forming a living network that sustains the savanna. Elephant herds move with purpose, their trunks searching for water and food, while lions gather in tight-knit prides, reinforcing bonds that are vital for survival. The air vibrates with the hum of insects, the flutter of wings, and the distant thunder of wildebeest on the move. Each sound is a note in the symphony of the wild, signaling opportunity or danger. The savanna is a stage for drama. Chases erupt as predators test the speed and awareness of their prey, while at waterholes a fragile truce allows many species to drink side by side. Dawn and dusk transform the landscape, painting the sky in brilliant hues and casting long shadows that stretch across the plains, signaling the start and end of daily struggles. Yet beneath this beauty lies constant challenge. Lions stalk through the grass, eyes fixed on wary antelope, while the relentless sun tests the endurance of all. The seasons shift in dramatic cycles. Rains bring renewal, coaxing green shoots from the earth, while droughts parch the land, forcing animals to travel great distances in search of sustenance. Predators and prey are locked in an endless contest. Cheetahs explode into motion, chasing gazelles with breathtaking speed, while lions rely on patience and teamwork to bring down their quarry. Grazers remain ever vigilant, their senses tuned to the slightest hint of danger. A sudden movement sends herds surging across the grassland, a living wave of survival instinct. Adaptation is the key to life here. Elephants dig for hidden water, antelope shift their grazing patterns, and birds follow the herds, feeding on insects stirred by their passage. At watering holes, a remarkable truce unfolds. Predators and prey, birds and mammals, all gather, their interactions a testament to the interconnectedness of life. Elephants, the architects of the savanna, knock down trees and clear brush, shaping the landscape and creating new opportunities for other species to thrive. The fresh grass that follows feeds vast herds of zebra and antelope, whose grazing in turn maintains the balance between open plains and thicket. Predators like lions and leopards keep herbivore numbers in check, preventing overgrazing and ensuring the grasslands endure. Scavengers such as hyenas and vultures play a crucial role, consuming remains, recycling nutrients, and halting the spread of disease. Every footprint, every call, every interaction is a thread in the intricate web of life. Remove one, and the entire system trembles, its balance threatened. To understand this balance is to glimpse the very soul of Africa, a harmony forged over millennia, shaped by struggle and cooperation. The great migrations, synchronized and orderly, are a testament to the ancient order that governs this world, guiding herds across vast distances in search of life-giving resources. Each species has carved out its own niche. Giraffes browsing treetops, meerkats standing guard, every behavior a solution to the challenges of the savanna. The savanna's story is not singular, but a chorus of millions, each animal, each family, each moment adding to the ever-evolving narrative of survival. It is a story of protection, patience, and the strength found in unity, of lions defending their pride, cheetahs waiting for the perfect moment, and herds banding together against danger. As we journey deeper into this wild heartland, we will witness these stories unfold, tales of resilience, adaptation, and the breathtaking splendor of life in one of Earth's last great wildernesses. This is a treasure beyond measure, a world whose balance we must strive to understand and protect. Among the most iconic residents of the savanna are the elephants, magnificent beings that carry the living memory of the earth within them. Their presence is felt in every corner of the landscape, shaping the environment and the lives of countless other creatures. Elephants move across the plains in close-knit family groups, each member playing a vital role in the herd's daily life. The oldest elephants, with decades of experience, guide the group, drawing on memories of distant waterholes and safe passageways remembered from years past. Their bodies are masterpieces of evolution, perfectly adapted for life on the savanna. Despite their immense size, elephants move with a surprising grace, their steps cushioned by thick, fatty pads beneath their feet, allowing them to travel great distances in search of food and water. The trunk, a marvel of nature, contains over 40,000 muscles and serves as both a powerful tool and a delicate instrument. With it, elephants can tear down branches, dig for water, or gently pluck a single blade of grass. Their trunks are also essential for social interaction, greeting one another, offering comfort, and even expressing affection. Their thick, wrinkled skin is not just for show. After a mud bath, the cracks hold moisture, creating a natural shield against the intense African sun and a host of biting insects. This daily ritual is both practical and social, as elephants gather at waterholes, reinforcing bonds while caring for their skin. The social bonds within an elephant herd are profound and enduring. Calves, precious and vulnerable, are always kept in the center of the group, shielded by a wall of protective bodies. When a calf is born, the entire herd gathers around, greeting it with gentle touches of their trunks, welcoming it into the family, and immediately offering their collective protection. Elephants display a remarkable depth of emotion. They comfort one another in times of distress, and their interactions are filled with empathy and understanding. This emotional intelligence is matched by their extraordinary memory, which allows them to remember distant water sources, migration routes, and even the locations of past dangers. When a member of the herd passes away, the others often gather around the remains, standing in silence and gently touching the bones with their trunks. This solemn farewell is a powerful display of what can only be described as grief, a testament to the depth of their social connections. The unity of the herd is crucial for survival. A young elephant that lags behind is an easy target for predators such as lions or hyenas. The herd's response to danger is immediate and coordinated, with adults forming a tight defensive circle, facing outwards with their massive bodies and sharp tusks, creating an impenetrable fortress around the young. The herd's collective strength and vigilance ensure the safety of every member, and their coordinated defense is a formidable deterrent to even the most determined predators. Their unity and profound care for one another allow these gentle giants to endure the many perils of the savanna. But elephants are not only protectors of their own kind, they are also architects of the ecosystem. As they move through the landscape, elephants shape their environment. By knocking down trees and creating clearings, they open up new habitats for countless other species. Birds ride on their backs, feeding on insects stirred up by their movement, while small mammals forage in their wake. At waterholes, elephants share space with zebras, antelope, and a host of other animals. Their presence ensures that water sources are kept open and accessible, benefiting the entire savanna community. When water is scarce, elephants use their trunks to dig into dry riverbeds, creating wells that provide life-giving water for themselves and for many other thirsty creatures. As they feed on trees and shrubs, they drop leaves and branches, providing food for smaller animals. In every way, elephants are at the heart of the savanna's rhythm. Their daily journeys, social rituals, and interactions with the land and its inhabitants weave them into the very fabric of this wild and beautiful place. As dusk falls and the savanna quiets, the herd gathers to rest, their memories and bonds carrying them through another day. In their gentle strength and enduring wisdom, elephants embody the wild heartbeat of Zambia's savanna. Life on the savanna is not just for the giants, it is also for the clever and the quick. Here, intelligence and order are as vital as strength and speed. Across these vast grasslands, a silent contest of wits unfolds every day, shaping the destinies of countless creatures. Among the most remarkable examples are the baboons, whose sharp minds and intricate social structures have allowed them to build thriving societies on the rocky outcrops and open plains. These old-world monkeys are not great apes, but their intelligence is undeniable. Through cooperation, communication, and a strict social order, they have become one of the savanna's most adaptable residents. A baboon troop is a bustling society, governed by a clear hierarchy. Each member knows his place, and the group moves with a sense of purpose and unity. Dominant males, easily recognized by their size and formidable canine teeth, lead the troop. Their authority is earned through displays of strength and intelligence, granting them the right to mate and first access to food. But this order is not always peaceful. Fights for dominance can erupt without warning, a whirlwind of claws, teeth, and dust. These battles, though fierce, are brief, quickly re-establishing the troop's hierarchy. The baboons' success is also rooted in their omnivorous diet. Their intelligence shines as they adapt to the changing seasons. Seeking out whatever food the land provides, they forage for grass, seeds, roots, and fruits, using their dexterous hands to dig and pick with precision. Yet they are not just gatherers. Baboons are skilled hunters, capable of stalking and capturing small animals. Working together, a group of baboons can outwit and catch rabbits, birds, and even the young of antelopes. Their coordinated hunts are a testament to their intelligence and teamwork. This flexibility allows them to survive in both lush and barren times, finding sustenance where others might starve. The troop moves as a single unit, with sentinels posted on high rocks. These vigilant lookouts scan the horizon, ready to sound the alarm at the first sign of danger. Their communication is astonishingly complex. With over 30 distinct vocalizations, baboons can warn of predators, signal the discovery of food, or call for help. The life of a young baboon is a journey of learning. From the moment he's born, he's immersed in a world of lessons and challenges. Newborns cling tightly to their mother's belly, their grip a lifeline in a world full of hazards. As they grow, they graduate to riding on her back, gaining a new perspective and observing the troop's daily routines. Young baboons learn what is safe to eat by watching the older males forage, carefully noting which plants and animals are chosen and which are avoided. Through play and observation, they master the social rules that govern troop life. Lessons in respect, cooperation, and conflict. This extended period of learning is essential. It equips each young male with the knowledge and skills needed to survive and eventually take his place in the troop's hierarchy. But even the most intelligent and organized creatures are not immune to danger. The savanna is a land of constant threats. The leopard, a master of stealth and patience, is one of the baboon's most formidable predators. His approach is silent, his attack swift. For the young, a single moment of inattention can be fatal. The troop's vigilance is their best defense. When a leopard attacks, chaos erupts. The troop scatters, each member fleeing for safety. A sharp, piercing alarm call rings out, echoing across the grassland and warning every member of the imminent threat. Yet in the face of danger, the largest males often stand their ground. With bared teeth and fierce determination, they confront the predator, sometimes driving it away through sheer courage and unity. This delicate balance between order and chaos, intelligence and instinct, defines life on the savanna. For the baboon, and for many others, survival depends not just on strength, but on the ability to learn, adapt, and work together in a world where every day is a test of wits and will. Beyond the towering elephants and cunning monkeys, the savanna teems with a multitude of unsung specialists, creatures whose very existence is a testament to the relentless contest for survival. Here, every day is a battle, every night a test, and only those with the sharpest instincts and most ingenious strategies endure. These animals may not always be the largest or the most imposing, but they have honed their own unique methods to carve out a place in this unforgiving landscape. Each species is a master of adaptation, their bodies and minds shaped by the constant pressure of competition and predation. Some are swift and elusive, relying on speed and camouflage to evade the ever-watchful eyes of predators. Others are patient, lying in wait for hours, even days, for the perfect moment to strike. Every movement, every decision, is a calculated risk in the endless pursuit of life. From the open skies to the winding rivers, the savanna is a living chessboard where each animal must anticipate the moves of both friend and foe. The diversity of survival strategies is staggering, nature's ingenuity on full display. The stories of these creatures weave together, forming a complex tapestry of life and death, struggle and triumph that defines the wild heart of Africa. Take the African wild dog, for example. A predator whose power lies not in brute strength, but in the unity and discipline of the pack. Each member plays a vital role, and their survival depends on flawless cooperation. When the hunt begins, the wild dogs become a single fluid entity. They fan out, anticipating the desperate turns of their quarry, communicating with a chorus of yips and chirps. Their relentless pursuit is a test of stamina, not just speed. Teamwork is their greatest weapon. Each dog knows its place, and together they can outmaneuver and exhaust prey that would easily outrun a lone hunter. Their communication is constant, short, sharp calls that keep the pack coordinated as they close in on their target, never letting up until the chase is won or lost. Unlike the explosive sprint of a cheetah, wild dogs rely on endurance, chasing their prey over vast distances until exhaustion brings it down. It is a marathon of attrition where only the most resilient survive. This relentless strategy allows them to bring down animals much larger than themselves, ensuring the pack is fed and the next generation has a chance to grow strong. In stark contrast stands the hippopotamus, a creature of paradox, equally at home on land and in water. By day, he is a silent sentinel, submerged beneath the surface, his massive form hidden from the scorching sun. On land, he may seem awkward and slow, but in the water he moves with surprising grace and power, gliding through the depths with ease. The hippo is the undisputed ruler of Africa's rivers and pools, his presence commanding respect from all who share his domain. During the heat of the day, he remains submerged, exposing only his eyes and nostrils, conserving moisture and avoiding the relentless sun. But beneath this calm exterior lies a fierce defender. Hippos are among the most territorial animals in Africa, and their aggression is legendary. An adult male will defend his stretch of river with unmatched ferocity, opening his massive jaws in a display that warns all rivals, be they lion or another hippo, to keep their distance. High above, the martial eagle surveys the savanna, a solitary hunter and the undisputed sovereign of the sky. His keen eyes miss nothing, scanning for the slightest movement below. With a wingspan that can exceed 2 meters, the martial eagle is Africa's largest and most formidable raptor, a true apex predator. His vision is legendary, able to spot a monkey, a young antelope, or a large bird from kilometers away. No movement escapes his notice. When prey is sighted, he folds his wings and plummets earthward in a breathtaking dive, striking with a force that is instantly lethal. His talons, sharp and powerful as steel hooks, clamp down with crushing strength, allowing him to carry off animals that outweigh him. By preying on the young and the weak, the martial eagle helps maintain the delicate balance of the savanna, ensuring that only the fittest survive and the ecosystem remains in harmony. In this vast, sun-baked wilderness, every creature is both hunter and hunted, challenger and challenged. The daily struggle for survival is a symphony, sometimes brutal, sometimes beautiful, always dramatic. This is the wild heartbeat of Zambia, where life is earned, never given. Towering above the golden savanna, the giraffe is a marvel of nature, its long neck and legs making it the tallest land animal on Earth. With males reaching heights of up to 18 feet, these gentle giants command a unique perspective over their world. The giraffe's neck, which can be over 6 feet long, is made up of just 7 elongated vertebrae, the same number as most mammals, including humans. This remarkable adaptation allows giraffes to reach the freshest leaves at the tops of acacia trees, a food source few others can access. Their prehensile tongues, nearly 18 inches in length, are perfectly suited for grasping and stripping leaves, even from branches protected by sharp thorns. Giraffes are browsers, and their selective feeding helps shape the savanna's vegetation, preventing any one species of tree from dominating the landscape. While antelope and buffalo graze below, giraffes feed high above, reducing competition for food. This vertical separation allows multiple species to coexist in the same area, each occupying its own ecological niche. Their height also grants them a panoramic view of the savanna, making giraffes some of the first to spot distant predators. When danger approaches, their vigilance benefits not only themselves, but also the many animals that share their home. Despite their calm demeanor, giraffes are not defenseless. Their size alone deters many would-be attackers, but when threatened, they can become formidable opponents. Even lions, the apex predators of the savanna, approach adult giraffes with caution. A single, well-placed kick from a giraffe's powerful legs can be fatal to a lion. These kicks are delivered with astonishing speed and force, making the giraffe's legs its primary means of defense. Calves, however, are more vulnerable and rely on the protection of the herd. Among their own kind, male giraffes engage in a ritual known as necking. These battles, sometimes lasting for hours, determine dominance and access to mates. Males stand side by side, swinging their necks and using their heavy heads and ossicones as hammers. The sound of bone striking bone echoes across the plains, a testament to their strength and resilience. Though these contests can appear violent, serious injuries are rare. The winner gains status and the right to mate, while the loser retreats, often with little more than bruised pride. In contrast to the giraffe's solitary browsing, the zebra thrives in the company of others. Zebras are highly social animals, forming tight-knit herds that offer protection and companionship. Each zebra's pattern of stripes is unique, much like a fingerprint. These bold black and white markings serve multiple purposes, from individual recognition to temperature regulation. But the stripe's most remarkable function is revealed when the herd moves as one. The shifting patterns create a mesmerizing effect, confusing predators and making it difficult to single out an individual. This living labyrinth of stripes is a powerful defense, especially when the herd is tightly packed and on the move. The visual confusion buys precious seconds for the zebras to escape. Predators like lions and cheetahs rely on stealth and surprise, but the zebra's collective vigilance and confusing stripes make hunting a challenge. When threatened, zebras bunch together, presenting a wall of stripes and making it nearly impossible for a predator to focus on a single target. Zebras are also swift runners, capable of reaching speeds up to 65 kilometers per hour. Their stamina and agility allow them to outpace many predators over long distances. When danger strikes, the herd bolts as one, their movements perfectly synchronized. This unity is their greatest strength, turning the savanna into a stage for a dazzling display of survival. Even the fastest land animal, the cheetah, often finds itself outmaneuvered by the zebra's coordinated escape. The confusion of stripes and the herd's rapid response make a successful hunt far from guaranteed. Both giraffes and zebras play vital roles in the savanna ecosystem. Giraffes help shape the landscape by pruning trees, while zebras graze on grasses, keeping the plains healthy and open. Their presence supports countless other species, from birds that feed on insects stirred up by their movement, to predators that rely on them for food. In the wild heart of Zambia, the stories of the giraffe and the zebra are woven into the very fabric of life, testaments to adaptation, cooperation, and the enduring power of nature. The savanna is a landscape of striking contrasts where life thrives in both the shimmering waterways and the boundless sky. Here, the rulers of the land are not always those who roam the open plains, but also those who command the rivers and soar above the grasslands. The hippopotamus, whose name means river horse, is the undisputed monarch of the freshwater rivers and channels that snake through the savanna. These waterways are the lifeblood of the ecosystem, providing refuge and sustenance for countless species. During the sweltering heat of the day, hippos spend most of their time submerged in water or wallowing in mud. This behavior is essential, as their sensitive skin can easily dry out and crack under the relentless African sun. The cool water and thick mud act as natural sunscreens, shielding them from harsh rays and biting insects. Hippos are highly social animals, often gathering in large groups known as bloats. These gatherings can number from a handful to over 30 individuals, all packed closely together in the water, their massive bodies barely breaking the surface. Despite their calm and almost lethargic appearance, hippos are always alert. Their eyes, ears, and nostrils are positioned high on their heads, allowing them to breathe and observe their surroundings while mostly submerged. This placid demeanor is deceptive. Hippos are among the most aggressive and unpredictable animals in Africa, fiercely protective of their territory and young. Their immense size and strength make them formidable opponents. When their space is invaded, hippos react with astonishing speed and ferocity. A charging hippo can reach speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour, both in water and on land, making them a force to be reckoned with. Even apex predators like lions approach the riverbanks with caution. A pride seeking water may be met with a sudden explosive charge from a dominant bull hippo, who emerges from the depths with jaws agape in a powerful threat display. This gaping yawn is not a sign of tiredness, but a warning. The hippo's tusks, which can grow up to 50 centimeters long, are capable of inflicting devastating injuries. Hippos will not hesitate to chase away crocodiles, other hippos, or any creature that threatens their domain. Their aggression helps maintain the delicate balance of the river ecosystem, keeping potential rivals and predators at bay. As night falls, hippos leave the safety of the water and venture onto land to graze. Under the cover of darkness, they travel several kilometers in search of fresh grass, consuming up to 40 kilograms in a single night. This nightly migration is fraught with danger, as predators lurk in the shadows, but the hippo's size and strength offer some protection. The hippo's presence shapes the riverbanks and grasslands, creating channels and pools that benefit countless other species. In this way, the hippo is not just a ruler, but a vital architect of the savanna's waterways. While the hippo commands the rivers, the martial eagle reigns supreme in the skies above. This magnificent raptor is the largest and most powerful eagle in Africa, a true monarch of the air. With a wingspan stretching over 2 meters, the martial eagle is built for power and agility. Its broad wings and strong muscles allow it to soar effortlessly for hours, riding the thermal currents that rise from the sun-baked earth. The martial eagle's eyesight is legendary, up to 8 times sharper than that of a human. From a high perch or while gliding, it can spot the faintest movement of prey far below. Soaring high above the savanna, the eagle surveys its vast hunting grounds, covering hundreds of square kilometers in search of food. Its domain stretches as far as the eye can see. The martial eagle's hunting territory is immense, and it patrols this aerial kingdom with unmatched authority. When it hunts, the martial eagle relies on stealth and surprise. It locks onto its target from a distance, then begins its lethal dive, folding its wings and plummeting toward the ground with astonishing speed. The attack is a breathtaking display of speed and precision. The eagle can dive at speeds exceeding 240 kilometers per hour, striking its prey before it has a chance to react. In these moments, the martial eagle becomes a blur of feathers and talons, a master of the hunt. Its prey is surprisingly large and varied, including small antelopes, monitor lizards, and monkeys. The martial eagle's strength allows it to subdue animals much heavier than itself. Its talons are formidable weapons capable of crushing bone with a single strike. The eagle's grip is among the strongest of any bird of prey, ensuring that few animals escape once caught. By preying on a wide variety of animals, the martial eagle helps regulate populations and maintain the health of the savanna ecosystem. Its role as a top predator ensures that no single species dominates, preserving the delicate balance of life. The presence of the martial eagle is a sign of a thriving, healthy savanna. As a true king of the African sky, it embodies the wild heartbeat of this remarkable land, just as the hippo does in the rivers below. Together, these two rulers shape the destiny of the savanna, each playing a vital role in the intricate web of life. To truly appreciate the unique challenges of the African savanna, it helps to look at another of the world's harsh environments, the desert. The Sonoran Desert, stretching across the southwestern United States and northern Mexico, is a land of extremes, where survival is a daily test of resilience and ingenuity. In the Sonoran Desert, a different kind of survival story unfolds, one defined by blistering heat, sudden storms, and the constant search for water. Here, every creature is a master of adaptation, each with its own strategy for enduring the relentless sun and unpredictable climate. Daytime temperatures can soar above 45 degrees Celsius, baking the earth and forcing life to adapt or perish. Yet even in this harshness, the desert is alive with stories of survival. This arid landscape is home to remarkable survivors, the roadrunner, the rattlesnake, and the elusive Gila monster, each playing a role in the desert's intricate web of life. The rivalry between the roadrunner and the rattlesnake is legendary, but they are not alone in their struggle. Coyotes, jackrabbits, and lizards all compete for survival, each seeking the precious shade and rare water that the desert offers. The roadrunner, a bird built for speed, is known not for its flight, but for its incredible agility on the ground. It darts between cacti and rocks, always alert, always searching. Capable of sprinting at over 30 kilometers per hour, the roadrunner's long tail acts as a rudder, helping it zig and zag through the thorny maze of the desert. Its speed is its greatest weapon and its best defense. This agility makes the roadrunner an opportunistic and fearless predator, feeding on insects, lizards, and even venomous snakes. Its quick reflexes and sharp beak are perfectly suited to the desert's challenges. The rattlesnake, on the other hand, is a master of patience and stealth. It lies in wait, perfectly still, its patterned skin blending seamlessly with the dry earth. With its camouflage and acute senses, the rattlesnake waits for the slightest tremor, a sign that prey is near. It can strike with lightning speed, its venom a powerful tool for subduing even the swiftest animals. Its rattle is not a threat, but a warning, a last resort to avoid a confrontation it would rather not have. In the desert, unnecessary risks can mean the difference between life and death. When these two adversaries meet, it is a duel of lightning-fast reflexes and ancient instincts. Each knows the other's strengths and weaknesses, and the outcome is never certain. The snake coils, ready to strike with its venomous fangs in a fraction of a second, every muscle tensed for the decisive moment. But the roadrunner is prepared. It studies its opponent, reading every subtle movement, waiting for the perfect opportunity. It dances just out of reach, fluffing its feathers to appear larger and to shield itself from a potential strike. Every move is calculated, every second a test of nerve. The air is thick with tension as both animals wait, locked in a silent contest of patience and speed. With a sudden, lightning-fast peck, the roadrunner targets the snake's head. Its speed and precision often outmatch the snake's own swift attack, turning the tables in an instant. More often than not, the snake is forced to retreat, the battle won by the bird's audacity and agility. But in the desert, every victory is temporary, and every survivor must remain vigilant. This is just one skirmish in an ancient war fought daily under the desert sun. As the heat fades and night falls, new challenges emerge. Cold, darkness, and the hunt for food and water continue. With the sunrise, the desert awakens once more. Tracks in the sand tell stories of the night's activity, while cactus flowers bloom in defiance of the arid world around them. Even the smallest creatures, like ants and beetles, have found ingenious ways to collect precious drops of water from the morning dew. Whether in the vast grassy plains of Africa or the scorching sands of Arizona, animals develop extraordinary strategies to survive. Coyotes travel in packs, using teamwork to hunt and defend territory, while jackrabbits rely on speed and keen hearing to evade predators. The golden eagle, the desert's equivalent of the martial eagle, soars in the hot sky, a master of the air. Below, the roadrunner proves that speed and cleverness can overcome even the deadliest venom. These stories of endurance in different extreme environments show the incredible power of evolution. From thick fur to reflective scales, from burrowing underground to hunting at night, every adaptation is a testament to nature's creativity. They remind us that the struggle for life, in all its harshness and beauty, is a theme that connects all of the world's wild places, from the savanna to the desert. In the Sonoran, every day is a vivid story of survival, adaptation, and the relentless will to endure. The savanna is a land of breathtaking beauty, but beneath its golden grasses lies a world defined by struggle and resilience. Not all animals here are as majestic as the elephant or as graceful as the giraffe. Some, like the warthog, are masters of survival through sheer toughness and constant vigilance. The warthog is not a creature celebrated for its beauty, but its resilience is worthy of admiration. With a stocky body, a large head adorned with tusks and a sparse mane, it is perfectly built for a life of foraging and fighting. Its sharp tusks are not just for show. They are formidable weapons used for digging up roots and tubers and for defending itself and its young against predators. The warthog's motto is to be ever watchful and always ready to run. Similarly, the wildebeest must always be on guard, using its horns and speed to evade danger. The life of a warthog is a stark reminder of the savanna's unforgiving nature. A warthog leading his tiny, vulnerable piglets is a common sight, but it is one filled with peril. A pride of lionesses, masters of the ambush, can turn a peaceful foraging trip into a tragedy in an instant. In a flash of coordinated violence, the warthog may be brought down, sacrificing himself so his young have a chance to escape. The orphaned piglets must then flee to the safety of their burrow, often an abandoned aardvark hole. From that moment on, their survival depends entirely on their own instincts and their ability to learn the harsh lessons of the savanna alone. Elsewhere, a young wildebeest separated from the herd must rely on camouflage and quick thinking to avoid predators. For these young survivors, life becomes a desperate search for food and water. They are not selective eaters. They must consume whatever they can find, from roots and insects to scraps left behind by other animals. Wildebeest and zebra, too, must adapt their diets during the dry season, eating tough grasses and even bark when food is scarce. They learn to be constantly aware of their surroundings, their small heads perpetually scanning the horizon for danger. The dry season is particularly brutal as resources become dangerously scarce. Waterholes shrink into muddy puddles, and the competition for these precious resources intensifies. It is a time when only the toughest and most adaptable individuals will make it through to see the next rains. This competition can lead to conflict even among their own kind. During a drought, a small mud puddle can become a battleground. Wildebeest bulls may clash over access to water, their horns locking in a test of strength and endurance. two adult male warthogs might clash violently over the right to wallow and cool down, ramming each other with their heads and slashing with their sharp tusks. Zebra stallions too will rear and kick, fighting for dominance and the right to lead. Such fights are a raw display of the desperate will to live. The warthog's story is not one of elegance, but of grit. The wildebeest, battered by storms and predators, presses on with the herd. The zebra, scarred but unbroken, continues to lead. These are powerful examples of how, in the wild, survival often depends not on majesty, but on sheer, stubborn determination to endure another day, no matter the odds. In the heart of the savanna, resilience is the true measure of greatness. Our journey across Zambia's sun-drenched plains has revealed a world both ancient and alive, a world where every sunrise brings new stories of survival, struggle, and hope. We have witnessed the intricate lives of the savanna's wild inhabitants, each one a testament to nature's resilience and ingenuity. We have seen the deep emotional bonds of elephants, creatures whose memories span generations, whose family ties are as strong as the land they roam. We have marveled at the clever social order of baboons, where every gesture and call has meaning, and every member plays a role in the group's survival. We have admired the specialized survival skills of giraffes, their towering necks reaching for the treetops, adapting to a world where only the resourceful thrive. We have watched zebras and hippos, each uniquely adapted to the challenges of the wild, living in harmony with the rhythms of the land. We have felt the tension of the hunt, where every moment is a delicate balance between predator and prey, and we have witnessed the tender moments of family care, where the future of a species depends on the protection and teaching of the young, from the fierce resilience of the warthog who survives against all odds, to the silent showdowns that play out in the harshest corners of the savanna. We have seen that nature is a world of breathtaking beauty, interwoven with profound hardship and perseverance. Each creature is a masterpiece of evolution, shaped by millions of years of adaptation and survival. They are vital threads in a complex tapestry of life, each one essential to the balance of the ecosystem. But this wild heartbeat of the savanna is growing fainter. The vast spaces these animals need to roam are shrinking at an alarming rate. Human expansion, the spread of agriculture, and the relentless push for development are fragmenting habitats and cutting off ancient migration routes. Roads and settlements now slice through wilderness, destroying critical habitats and isolating animal populations. Climate change is compounding these threats, bringing more severe droughts and unpredictable rains. In the last decade alone, Zambia has experienced some of its driest years on record, leaving wildlife struggling to find food and water. Waterholes shrink, and the search for sustenance becomes a daily battle for survival. The shadow of poaching still looms large. Every year, thousands of animals are lost to illegal hunting and the trade in ivory and horns. Elephants, with their remarkable intelligence and memory, are targeted for their tusks, and rhinos, whose numbers have plummeted, are hunted for their horns, pushing these icons ever closer to extinction. Today, fewer than 30,000 rhinos remain in Africa. The fate of these magnificent animals and their world rests entirely in our hands. The responsibility is ours. If we do not act, we risk losing not only these species, but the very ecosystems that sustain life on Earth. Their survival is not just important for their own sake, it is crucial for the health of our entire planet. Healthy savannas provide clean air and water, regulate our climate, and support a rich diversity of life. These ecosystems are natural carbon sinks, helping to combat global warming and preserve the balance of our world. The savanna's biodiversity is a treasure trove of genetic resources, medicines, and inspiration for future generations. When we protect the savanna, we are also protecting ourselves, our health, our climate, and our future. The interconnectedness we see in the wild is a lesson for humanity. In the savanna, the elephant knocks down branches, making food accessible for antelope and other animals. Herds move together, sharing resources and protecting one another from danger. The eagle soars above, keeping the grassland healthy by controlling populations of smaller animals. Every action in nature has a ripple effect, reminding us that we too are part of this web of life. We are not separate from nature, but deeply connected to it. Our choices matter. We have a profound responsibility to act as guardians of this natural heritage. Support conservation organizations that work tirelessly to protect wildlife and habitats. Volunteer your time, donate resources, or spread awareness in your community. Choose sustainable tourism that benefits local communities and invest in the protection of wild spaces. Make conscious choices every day. Reduce waste, recycle, and use resources wisely. Every small action adds up. Raise your voice for stricter laws against poaching and illegal wildlife trade. Sign petitions, support rangers, and demand accountability from leaders. Advocate for the creation and maintenance of protected areas where wildlife can thrive without fear. The stories of the savanna are not relics of a bygone era. They are unfolding right now, in real time. Every sunrise brings a new chapter, and every footprint is a reminder of what is at stake. It is our urgent and sacred duty to ensure that the wild heartbeat of Africa continues to pulse strongly for generations to come. Let us act now so that future generations, our sons, our brothers, and all who follow may stand in awe of Zambia's wild wonders and know that we answered the call to protect our wild heritage. As dusk settles over the sprawling savanna, the golden grasslands fade into shadow and a new world awakens, a world ruled by the secret lives of nocturnal hunters. While the sunlit hours belong to the giants and grazers, the night is claimed by those who thrive in darkness, guided by instincts honed over countless generations. The air cools and the landscape transforms. Out from the cover of thorny acacias, the elusive leopard begins his silent patrol. His rosette-marked coat melts into the shadows as he moves with unmatched grace and patience. Every step is calculated. His keen night vision, far superior to that of any daytime predator, allows him to detect the faintest movement. An unsuspecting antelope, a rustle in the grass. He stalks, muscles coiled, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In a burst of speed he closes the distance, relying on stealth rather than stamina. A successful hunt means a solitary meal, hoisted high into the trees to keep it safe from scavengers. Nearby, a pride of lions stirs. The males, with their imposing manes, rise and stretch, their golden eyes reflecting the moonlight. The night is their ally. Cooler temperatures allow for long pursuits, and the cover of darkness gives them the advantage over prey. Working together, they fan out and communicate with low rumbles and tail flicks, coordinating their approach. The hunt is a test of teamwork and strength, where every member has a role. With a sudden rush, they ambush a herd of wildebeest, their roars echoing across the plain. In the undergrowth, the honey badger embarks on his nightly quest. Fierce and resourceful, he digs for burrowing rodents and raids beehives, undeterred by stings or bites. His thick skin and relentless aggression make him a formidable opponent. Few dare to challenge him, even in the pitch-black night. Above, the silent flight of an eagle owl sweeps across the savanna. His enormous eyes capture every glimmer of movement below. With pinpoint precision he swoops down, talons extended, claiming a mouse from the grass. His hunt is a masterclass in patience and accuracy, his wings barely making a sound. On the ground, the aardvark emerges from his burrow. He is a specialist, designed for life after dark. His long snout sniffs out termites, his powerful claws digging swiftly into hardened mounds. The savanna's night shift is a time of opportunity for those who have adapted to its unique challenges. Each nocturnal hunter has evolved extraordinary senses, heightened hearing, acute smell, and vision tuned to the faintest light. Their fur, feathers, and skin offer camouflage against predators and prey alike. Their behaviors are shaped by competition, cooperation, and the relentless pressure to survive until dawn. As the first rays of sunlight creep over the horizon, the nocturnal hunters retreat to their hidden sanctuaries. Their work is done, leaving behind tracks and tails that vanish with the morning breeze. The savanna's night is a realm of cunning, courage, and constant adaptation, a reminder that even in darkness life finds a way to thrive. The secret lives of nocturnal hunters are a testament to nature's ingenuity, revealing that the savanna's story continues long after the sun has set. In their silent pursuits, we glimpse the wild heart that beats on, undaunted and unseen, beneath the cover of night. As the sun rises and the shadows of night recede, a new force takes center stage in the life of the savanna, the rivers that wind through the golden plains. These lifelines, carved over millennia, are more than just sources of water. They are the arteries that sustain the vast ecosystem, shaping the destinies of every creature that calls the savanna home. During the dry season, when the grass turns brittle and the earth cracks underfoot, rivers become gathering grounds for wildlife. Herds of elephants, their trunks raised to scent the breeze, lead the way to the life-giving water. Towering giraffes bend gracefully to drink, while wildebeest and zebras jostle for space at the muddy banks. Crocodiles lie motionless in the shallows, their eyes just above the surface, waiting for an opportune moment. Hippos wallow in the deeper pools, their massive bodies creating ripples that carry the sounds of distant bird calls. The riverbanks teem with activity. Antelope, warthogs, and buffalo visit in cautious groups, always alert for lurking dangers. Birds flock to the water's edge, their colorful plumage mirrored in the still surface. Fish dart beneath the reeds, feeding on insects and plant matter washed down by seasonal rains. Even the smallest creatures, frogs, beetles, and dragonflies, find their niche in this watery world. But rivers are more than just watering holes. They carve migration routes across the savanna, guiding vast herds on epic journeys. When the rains come, the rivers swell, flooding the plains and transforming the landscape into a patchwork of lagoons and marshes. Wildebeest and zebra follow the scent of fresh grass, crossing treacherous waters in search of abundance. The drama of these crossings is legendary: swift currents, lurking predators, and the relentless drive to survive. The influence of rivers extends beyond the visible. Their seasonal rhythms dictate the flowering of plants, the hatching of eggs, and the timing of births. Trees line the banks, their roots anchored deep in the nourishing soil, providing shade and shelter for countless animals. The river's ebb and flow nourishes the land, replenishing nutrients and supporting a web of life that stretches from the tiniest insect to the mightiest elephant. Without rivers, the savanna would be a very different place, a harsh, unforgiving expanse where few could endure. Instead, these waterways create oases of life and corridors of connection. They are the silent architects of survival, shaping the behaviors, movements, and destinies of all who depend on them. In the shimmering heat of midday, as animals rest in the shade and the river glistens in the sun, the vital role of rivers in the savanna becomes clear, a testament to the delicate balance and profound interconnectedness of this extraordinary ecosystem. In the vast open landscapes of the savanna, survival often hinges on the ability to remain unseen. This is the realm of camouflage and mimicry, where nature's artistry comes to life in the most extraordinary ways. From the smallest insects to the mightiest predators, the ability to blend into the environment or mimic other creatures can mean the difference between life and death. Take the chameleon, for instance. With its color-changing skin, it can merge seamlessly with its surroundings, becoming almost invisible to both predators and prey. Its slow, deliberate movements mimic the swaying of leaves, ensuring it remains undetected as it hunts for insects. Another master of disguise is the leaf-tailed gecko. Found clinging to tree bark or nestled among fallen leaves, this reptile's body mimics the texture and color of its habitat so perfectly that it appears to vanish from sight. This remarkable adaptation allows it to avoid detection by predators while it waits to ambush its next meal. In the insect world, the stick insect takes camouflage to a whole new level. Resembling a twig or branch, it can spend hours motionless, blending into the vegetation. This illusion is so convincing that even the sharpest-eyed birds can be fooled, passing by without a second glance. Predators, too, employ camouflage to gain the upper hand. The lion, with its tawny coat, melds with the golden grasses of the savanna, allowing it to approach unsuspecting prey with lethal stealth. Similarly, the leopard's rosette-patterned fur breaks up its outline in the dappled light of the forest, making it nearly invisible to both prey and potential threats. Mimicry, on the other hand, is a strategy where one species evolves to resemble another. The harmless hoverfly, for example, mimics the appearance of a stinging wasp, deterring predators who mistake it for a more dangerous insect. This form of mimicry, known as Batesian mimicry, provides a significant survival advantage. In the plant world, the orchid mantis is a striking example. This insect mimics the appearance of a delicate orchid flower, luring unsuspecting pollinators within striking range. As the pollinator approaches, the mantis strikes with lightning speed, securing its meal. Even in the underwater realms of the savanna's rivers, camouflage plays a crucial role. The crocodile, with its rough, mottled skin, blends into the murky waters and riverbanks, lying in wait for prey to come within striking distance. Its ability to remain motionless for hours on end makes it a formidable ambush predator. In the twilight hours, as the savanna transitions from day to night, the art of camouflage and mimicry takes on an even greater significance. Nocturnal hunters, like the serval cat, rely on their spotted coats to blend into the shadows, stalking their prey with silent precision. These remarkable adaptations are a testament to the ingenuity of evolution. In a world where danger lurks at every turn and the battle for survival is relentless, the ability to remain unseen or to mimic another can tip the scales in favor of life. As we marvel at these masters of disguise, we are reminded of the intricate and often hidden wonders of the natural world. Through the lens of camouflage and mimicry, we gain a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance and the extraordinary strategies that define life on the savanna. Across the sweeping savanna, the cycle of life unfolds with breathtaking regularity. Here, every species, from the tiniest antelope to the towering elephant, plays a role in nature's enduring story of birth, growth, and renewal. This is the circle of life, where each new generation ensures the continued survival of their kind. In the early morning light, herds of wildebeest gather for one of nature's most remarkable events, the calving season. Within a matter of weeks, thousands of calves are born, their spindly legs wobbling as they take their first uncertain steps. In the wild, the ability to stand and walk within minutes of birth is crucial. Newborns must quickly master these skills to avoid predators and keep pace with the migrating herd. Scientists explain this phenomenon as a form of precocial development, where certain species are born relatively mature and mobile. Elsewhere, a baby elephant emerges into the world, greeted by the gentle trunks of its family. Unlike the wildebeest, elephant calves are altricial, born less developed and dependent on the care and protection of their herd. Over the following months, they will learn essential skills: how to use their trunks, find water, and communicate using low-frequency rumbles that can travel for miles across the plains. Among the predators, lion cubs are born blind and helpless, hidden away in dense vegetation. Their early days are spent nursing and growing, protected by the pride. As they mature, these cubs begin to join the adults on hunts, learning the tactics and teamwork required for survival in the competitive savanna ecosystem. Birds, too, exhibit remarkable diversity in their developmental strategies. The ostrich, the world's largest bird, lays eggs in communal nests, where both males and females take turns incubating them. Once hatched, the chicks are precocial, ready to follow the adults almost immediately, their downy feathers camouflaging them against the grasses. The journey from birth to maturity in the savanna is fraught with challenges. Young animals must evade predators, find food, and learn the behaviors unique to their species. Scientists observe that survival rates are often low, but those that do reach adulthood represent the future of their populations, carrying forward the genetic legacy of their ancestors. From the first breath of a newborn calf to the tentative steps of a lion cub, the process of birth and growth is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life in the savanna. It is a cycle driven by instinct, shaped by evolution, and sustained by the intricate web of life that connects every creature under the sun. As each new life begins, the circle of life continues, unbroken, eternal, and awe-inspiring. Across the vast savanna, the rhythm of life is dictated by forces far greater than any individual creature. Here, the changing climate and the cycle of the seasons hold sway over every living being, shaping behaviors, migrations, and even the very landscape itself. As the dry season approaches, the once lush grasses begin to wither under the relentless sun. Rivers shrink to narrow streams, and watering holes become crowded gathering points, where herds of antelope, elephants, and zebras jostle side by side in a delicate truce. The competition for water and food intensifies, testing the endurance and ingenuity of each species. Predators, too, adapt their strategies. Lions and cheetahs often wait in the shade, conserving energy for the right moment when thirsty prey comes to drink. With the arrival of the rains, the savanna is transformed. Thunderclouds roll across the sky, and the parched earth comes alive once more. Grass shoots up almost overnight, painting the landscape in vibrant green. This renewal triggers a cascade of life. Wildebeest and zebra begin their epic migrations, following the promise of fresh grazing grounds. Elephants use their tusks to dig into the softened earth, uncovering water for themselves and many others. The seasonal changes are not always predictable. In recent years, scientists have observed the shifting patterns of rainfall and prolonged droughts, signs of a changing climate. These alterations ripple through the ecosystem. Some species adapt by altering migration routes or breeding cycles, while others struggle to survive. The balance that has existed for millennia is now under threat, as food shortages and water scarcity become more frequent. Despite these challenges, the inhabitants of the savanna display remarkable resilience. Crocodiles survive the dry months by burrowing into the mud, entering a state of dormancy until the rains return. Birds, such as the weaver, synchronize their nesting with the wet season, ensuring a bounty of insects for their chicks. Even the smallest creatures, like termites, play a vital role, building towering mounds that help aerate the soil and retain moisture. The interplay of climate and seasons is a powerful force shaping the destinies of all who call the savanna home. It is a story of adaptation and survival, of ancient rhythms enduring in a rapidly changing world. As the sun rises and sets over the golden grasses, the savanna stands as a reminder of nature's relentless cycle and the resilience of life in the face of uncertainty.